All right, Lancaster County and surrounding area. It's Monday at 2 o'clock, which means it's Lancaster Connects time. You know, we were actually someplace earlier today, right, Ben, that we're looking at these visceral memories. And I'm hoping we're creating visceral memories on Mondays at 2 o'clock with Lancaster Connects. And so we were in Harrisburg this morning, huh?
You and I were TV stars this morning.
We were.
Green
room and everything.
4 minutes or 3 minutes. It felt like 2 seconds, actually. But
well, it was actually 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Because I watched the video just before I jumped on here.
They sent it to us. That's awesome. So, yes, we were on ABC 27 this morning. Gardner's Mattress and More was featured on ABC 27 on their Good Day PA show.
All Fix It Up segment.
Yeah, if you missed it, check our socials. It'll be on there. It was broadcast live, but of course recorded. So we'll put that up on YouTube and get it out on our Facebook channel. But yeah, we talked about all the ways that we help our customers here at Gardner's. Yep. We talked about our 35th anniversary special, savings all month long, free gifts with purchases, long-term interest-free financing, if needed. Lots of cool things going on during that. But yeah, it was cool. They reached out to us and invited us to be on the show. It's not like, we called them up and hey, we want to be on ABC. No, they called us and was like,
what true celebrities have happened.
That's right. The talent just shows up.
Yeah. And then on the way home, expecting to be treated like a celebrity, we pick up lunch. And this clown,
I brought my lunch.
Parks me. Well, that's not celebrity-like at all.
It's true.
This clown parks me so far back from the restaurant pickup door. I had to walk like a common peasant.
It's exercise.
This is media day. It's celebrity day.
That's right. Of
course we joke. Hopefully you've gotten to know that about us here on the show. And that reminds me, please subscribe, please share, please like this show. It's really not about us. It's about the community. It's about how we help, how we serve, our belief in community, that every business should be using their place of business as a platform to give back, to support the community that ultimately keeps their business going and supports them. And so
it's a wheel.
That's our deep belief here. Yeah. So help that wheel go. Hit the love button, hit the like button, share it, comment, subscribe. So you get these two beautiful faces and celebrities every week in your socials and feed. All right. And so, my tip for you directly ties into the second part of our exciting media day about buying a mattress, right? I think it's really important for you to consider who you buy a mattress from. And so I think we could all agree these things are good. And of course, they are things we do. But I think for any merchant, there's three things you should focus on. One, proof, and that's that third-party proof. For us, it's 16-time Reader's Choice favorite mattress store. So that's the first one, the proof of do your peers, does your community vote this place as a place to trust, a place to go? Second, reviews. And so you can look online and see our reviews on Google and on Facebook, but you could also find on our website, when you go to gardnersmattressmore.com/reviews, something very unique. And that's a whole bunch of handwritten reviews. Okay. And I think it's very special in 2025 that we still to this day get more handwritten reviews
than digital
every week than we do digital. And that happens because we put them in front of our customer and they fill it out and send it back and they take that time. I think that's very important and something to be proud of. And then third, community. And we're doing that right here with you today, right here on the Lancaster Connect show. And so this is our weekly deposit back into our community. Yes, we meet that with the financial obligation of producing the show. We meet donating to our community with the mattresses we give back to Off the Streets, and then all the other ways we support charities and things throughout the year when asked. And so those three things I think are important when you're buying anything, but specifically when you're buying a mattress, because it's a long-term investment. It's something that powers your life for a third of your life, a third of your day, and you want that right business to be supporting you. And I would humbly submit to you that Gardner's Mattress and More is the place to go. And that directly ties into what we have to share with you today. It's our world premiere of our little mini docudrama, Not Just Another Mattress Store.
Love it.
So I had the pleasure of growing up as a little kid in a little farm town. Would visit my grandparents over the summer, stay with them for a few weeks at a time, and got to ride my bicycle uptown and, go run errands for my grandparents. There was a special connection there because little did I know later in life, my grandmother told me she would call the stores and say, Jeff's coming uptown to pick up our order. Just make sure he gets there in 10, 15 minutes. If you don't see him, call me. right? That's a specialness of Main Street. That's a specialness of our society. That level of service, that level of connection, that level of sense of community and belonging, that's what we're creating here. Why am I stressed? Why am I anxious? Why am I more stiff? Why am I more sore waking up in the morning than when I went to bed? It's for one simple reason: we didn't prepare for bed. Going to sleep on a mattress, it gets old hat. It gets old news. We don't see the gradual breakdown. We don't see the gradual loss until this one day. And that one day might be severe back pain. This one day might be severely being tired, not restored, severely being overwhelmed, distressed. Maybe it's contributed to weight gain. Maybe it's contributed to stress. Maybe lack of sleep has contributed to a whole lot of health problems, and you just don't know it.
Sleep is not just a luxury. It's something you need to do every night. So often we don't think much about our sleep. We think about everything else that we have to do during the day. And then at night, when it's time to get ready for bed, we just put our sleep clothes on, lay down, and hope that sleep just happens. It's not how it works. Sleep is something that you need to be intentional about. It's really part of a three-legged stool of health and wellness. Your body relies on proper nutrition, proper exercise, and of course, sleep. If sleep is just something we do without thinking about it, your quality of life is going to suffer. Your relationships are going to suffer. Your job and performance are going to suffer.
So most people come in looking for a mattress. They've seen mattress ads. They've seen mattress ads with rectangles and pretty pictures and happy couples and prices. There's a bridge to cross in between there, and that bridge is finding that transformation, that restorative power of sleep, and that's where we come in. We are that bridge. You can look at our reviews on Google, on Facebook. You can come in the store and see what I feel is very special, and that's about 1,000 handwritten reviews. In this day and age, Google's been around for a long time, and yet our customers still take time to handwrite their experience back to us. That to me says that builds that bridge we provide you, that easy path to cross, to go from just buying a rectangle to buying something that powers your life, powers your day, recharges your body, really contributes to the restorative power of sleep, right? Your body does a whole lot of things at night. You need to let that happen. And the easiest thing you can do is have a wonderful mattress. We need to do so much in that routine. And when we go back to this bridge, this trusted place that I really want to implore, we give you here. It is about the education. So we give you the book, Sleep Better, so you can create those good habits, so you can go to sleep prepared to wake up in the morning, happy, pain-free, excited to face that day. When we can touch every person in our county of about 600,000, what I mean by that is you're either going to be our customer, and I would love for all 600,000 to be our customer. I don't know that we'll get there. We're going to work to it. You're going to be somebody who sleeps on a mattress because we gave it to you in a charitable effort. But the most important thing we're going to do is through our Lancaster Connects community podcast show, where we talk about how great our community is, where we talk about sleep, where we talk about mattress tips. And we are that bridge, and you'll get to see we're this safe place to come. It's safe to walk in our door and trust us.
Gardner's Mattress & More strives to be your advocate in the mattress buying process. Everybody else, it's all about brand. It's all about a specific price. It's all about a weekend sale. Buy now or the deal is off. That's not Gardner's Mattress & More. It's never been Gardner's Mattress & More in our 35-year history. The Lancaster Connects podcast is a way for Gardner's Mattress & More to give back to the community. Community for us is so important. The people of Lancaster are a special group of people. Lancaster Connects is a way for us to give back to the community by featuring local organizations, nonprofits, charitable organizations. It's not just an invoice and a customer number to us at all. It's why we give back to the community with our Lancaster Connects podcast. It's why we donate mattresses to Off the Streets and other local organizations that help people get out of homelessness. It's why we have a perpetual food donation program. For us, your investment in a new mattress is not just a transaction. It's really transformation for your sleep and your health and well-being, and transformation for those in need in our community.
You come into our store, we want you to feel like family. We want you to feel like you're taken care of. We can sure as heck control the service, the trust we give you, the trust we instill in you, the support. That's what we're doing here in 2025 and beyond. That hometown, family dedicated, family controlled, family delivered service that you can trust. That's our promise to you.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. We're very happy to premiere that here with our watchers on Lancaster Connects. We've not shared that out anywhere else to this point, other than right here with you. So we're very proud of that little docu drama, if you will.
I don't tear up watching it anymore, but the first few times there might have been a tear there. Yeah. It's nice work, Jeff. That's a great little video.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it. We both.
Well, I know.
The whole team did.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Nice work to you. Nice work to you. Well, without any other delay, we said it would be about 10 minutes into the show to our guests anxiously waiting to tell us all about building bridges. We are 2 minutes over at almost 12 minutes. Hope you can take our apologies for that. Let's bring on the wonderful team of building bridges here with us, Joe, Kara, and Laura. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
So we've got Joe in the bottom left-hand corner, Laura in the upper right-hand corner, and Kara in the bottom right-hand corner. All are board members at Building Bridges. Again, thank you for being on the show. This is the second time for Building Bridges, and it's been a few years, so we figured we'd bring you back on and get a kind of a recap of what Building Bridges is, what the mission is there, and of course, learn what you've been up to over the last few years. And I know at the end, or towards the middle to the end, we want to talk about your upcoming events. So as we roll here, I don't know who wants to start, but I'd love to relearn about the mission of Building Bridges, what you all do down there.
Our mission statement is to provide a safe space for personal growth through equine-assisted activities for veterans and their families. And we have kept with that. We have also expanded another branch of our service to the veteran community, and that's the Vets Cafe. And over the past, our Vets Cafe go from 10 visitors a week to anywhere between 50 and 80 visitors per week. And we have actually done some major changes in the facility that we have to make it comfortable. I think one of the big things that we've done over the last couple of years in terms of complying with our mission to serve the veteran community is that we have established a relationship with Veterans Administration, and we are now designated as a community access point. So there are about 1,000 of those around the country. And I think one of the things that the Veterans Administration has done is to make a presence in the community rather than many VA hospitals or big boxes on top of a remote. And this gets the whole mission out in.
Oh, we lost Joe there.
Yeah. So we'll just kind of pick up. Let's ask this question of Laura. Laura, what inspired you to personally get involved with Building Bridges, and how's that shaped your perspective on the community?
Yeah, so I was previously an officer in the Navy, so the military has had just a huge impact in my life. And when I first learned about Building Bridges, I was really moved by the mission and the impact that it has on the community, especially with the veterans. And so I had reached out at the time to try and join as a board member. I just wanted to be part of that work and to continue serving just in a different way. And over the years that I've been involved with Building Bridges, it's been just incredibly inspiring to see how the foundation has really helped veterans, both healing and connection at the farm. So for me, it's just been inspiring, and the mission has really just moved me to be a part of it.
That's awesome. You mentioned the farm. Where is the farm?
It's down in Conestoga.
Okay.
We're about 2.5 miles south of Willow Street, and it's a
Okay.
It's a 33-acre farm. I've thoroughbred horses who are retired, who we're using for our equine therapy.
Very good. Very good. Kara, let's hear from you on the same question. What made you want to spend time with Building Bridges, and why are you so connected to the mission of it?
Yeah. So Dave Anderson, the founder of Building Bridges, was my grandfather's best friend. And so I found out about it being established through him. And once I learned the differences that they were making for veterans, I've always had a passion for wanting to help others. I am a nurse practitioner myself, and I saw the need for veterans to get access to services. And a lot of times it's not very easy for them to get the access that they really, truly need and deserve. And knowing that Dave was going to be establishing this area where they can come and get free equine-assisted therapy. And now, like Joe had said, having the Veterans Cafe has really helped to bring the community together as veterans, and a safe place where they can really connect with each other and feel comfortable. And it's been amazing and phenomenal to see the growth in Building Bridges through the years. From the time that I think I've been on the board, years go too fast, but I would say maybe like 8 years or so now. Okay. Might even be more than that.
Wow. But thanks for that service to them.
Yeah. It's just, there's been so much growth there in the years that I've been there. And it's a blessing to see and to know that we can help to provide service to veterans and their families, and a great team to work with too.
There they are on the screen. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, like I said, we had Building Bridges on the show a few years ago. I'm sure you've been updating maybe your programs and enhancing your services over the last few years. Let's get some updates on what's been going on at Building Bridges down there in Conestoga.
I didn't mean to preempt the question, but the association with the Veterans Administration and with Lancaster Vet Center has meant that there is a representative from the VA every Thursday morning where just so many questions get answered. They also provide us with a counselor who comes down and makes himself available to people who are looking for counseling, maybe not in the equine therapy arena, but it's been nice to have that addition to our mission to serve the veteran community.
Yeah, that's great. The access to care and support, I'm sure that's been pretty profound in the last couple of years, making that happen. And you also opened the Events Cafe. That's what I'm understanding, correct?
Yeah, Veterans
So
Cafe.
that's just more of Veterans Cafe. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So that's just more of a hub. So you don't necessarily have to ride a horse to get all the great benefits of Building Bridges. You can just come have a cup of coffee and connect with a counselor, get your questions answered from the VA. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think the equine therapy is generally a one-on-one therapy, whereas the Vets Cafe involves a lot more interaction with the veteran community. So it's a safe space where people, veterans, can bring their spouses and families and share their experiences with veteran brothers and sisters. And it really is quite inspiring to see the friendships that have been formed and people's needs being met just in terms of a comfortable place to be. For all of the medical problems that our aging veterans have, loneliness and isolation are probably the most common of all the things that they face. And this provides a wonderful atmosphere for them to meet some friends that are new and some that are old.
Yeah. And let's let's take a step back, because I think all of us here know what equine therapy is. But for those that don't, why don't we share what that is and why it's such an important part of therapy and restoration for veterans?
The best way that I had it explained to me that it makes it easy for people to understand is, if you get a pack of dogs together in the wild, they are predators. They're looking for dominance and food and power. Horses, on the other hand, are also pack animals, and they are able to communicate with as little as raising their heartbeats when danger is present. And with the proper therapist and with the horses who are trained in it to some extent, they're very good at picking up on cues that a veteran might be giving off related to his PTSD. And over the course of time, help the therapist and the veteran to recognize what behaviors they have that are causing problems, what are problems for them. So it's a little bit hard to understand, but it really works.
Yeah.
And also it's no riding. So it's just that relationship with the horse. So at our farm, at least, there's no riding. It's just one-on-one with the veteran and the horse, and that communication.
Can maybe each of you have your own story or maybe representation of somebody who's received services there at Building Bridges, and their story has really just kind of captured what you're trying to do there at Building Bridges. Do you have stories of success stories that you can share? Obviously, you don't need to share names or anything like that, but I'm just curious to hear some of the stories of people that have been positively impacted by your services there.
I know one that sticks out to me that was just profound for all of us, which is essentially why Dave Anderson had founded Building Bridges, to help support the need of veterans who are feeling very lonely and having thoughts of suicide. And Dave himself, his brother, had committed suicide after coming back from Vietnam. And just they had a lot of veterans have a hard time transitioning back into civilian life. And there was a story of an individual who was actually at the store, at the gun store, getting ready to purchase a gun, and saw our ad for Building Bridges. He was a veteran, and he was waiting around the store, I guess, for a little while, and took the flyer and called the number. And at the time, we had the pastor that was living there said, "Come on up. Like, we want you to see Building Bridges right now." He's like, "Is it okay if I come now?" And he's like, "Absolutely. Come on up. We want to show you it." And he then became part of the program and essentially saved his life. And wow. It's just to hear a story like that, and that was the purpose of what, Dave says, we're saving one life at a time. And through the services that we're doing, and other ways too, just through connection. But yeah, makes me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would make, yeah.
Laura, I mean, how do you follow that? But the reality is you follow it every day with stories similar to that every day that are just as important to the next person as it was for that individual. Laura, for you, your story of impact.
Yeah. So for me, it's just the peacefulness of the farm. For going down there, walking onto the farm, just seeing the flag, seeing the horses, and just feeling the peacefulness. And I think it's impossible to not walk away with just a different experience from being there and knowing how it's helping people. I don't necessarily see the day-to-day individuals. But I do see the full impact in the community that it's building, especially through the Veterans Cafe. And for me, seeing that Veterans Cafe go from a few people a week to what Joe said, north of 85, I think to me that's one of the biggest impacts that we're seeing right now.
Yeah. So 85 individuals a week times 52 weeks a year, over 4,000 connections. Yeah, I think you're honoring the mission. Joe, your perspective on this impact's kind of unique. You've got relatives that go back to the Revolutionary War. You yourself are a veteran, obviously a board member here with Building Bridges. So you kind of have a unique perspective as well. What would be a story of impact that you see from your seat?
I think probably the biggest thing for me is the number of people who've been through our equine therapy who actually come back and say, I want to be part of this. I want to make this work. I want to volunteer my time. I think it has an ongoing therapeutic effect for them, but I think it really, I get emotional thinking about some of the people whose lives we've passed along, the journey that they went through with other veterans and other veterans' families. And I can't say enough in terms of what I see.
Yep.
Kara, what are some of the challenges that Building Bridges faces?
I think continuing to have community outreach, and now that we have Veterans Cafe, that's certainly helped to make a difference with that. And finding good therapists, which we have some really great therapists on board that really know how to connect with the horses, like true equine therapy, and what that means, and finding high quality therapists that do that. And we certainly have that, which I'm really thankful and grateful for. But other than that, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Laura, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think just bringing awareness to the community, letting people know that we're where we are and what we do and what our mission is and how we can help.
I'm going to interject right now on your behalf, because after that story of the veteran in the gun shop coming to the farm, I'm pretty sure you're all going to agree with me. Y'all could use some great donations to keep the mission going, right?
Yes.
You can do that. I'm going to give you permission right now. I'm going to lead the way. It's okay to ask for money on our show.
Yeah.
You can, and I'm sure our wonderful producer Chris is going to put that up here on the screen throughout the show, and he has it in the show notes of not only how to connect. Look, if you're a veteran with needs and or want to connect and offer support and assistance to your fellow brothers and sisters in Veterans Cafe, you can do that. buildingbridges.org. If you want to donate, buildingbridgesfoundation.org/donate. You can do that there. So I'll lead the way for y'all for the rest of the show, but you can ask for a donation. It's perfectly all right. So Joe, what are the challenges you see that Building Bridges faces that the community can help with?
I think one of the things that we've really started to overcome, I've been and the first time I did this 4 years ago, what's Building Bridges? And what I see now is, Building Bridges, I've heard about that place. So I think we are effectively getting our name out in the community. It's always nice to get in touch with one more. This past couple of weeks with the Solanco and Lampeter fairs, we've met probably 25 or 30 veterans at each of those locations who, well, come on down. It's just so there are always problems, but where there's a will, there's a way. And with the board that we have and a fantastic volunteer community, we have really made a good footprint. So happy with the trajectory.
That's awesome, Joe. I know these community fairs and parades and events, they're well attended, and it's awesome that you've found 50 or more veterans that may come down there. I know one of the big community events you've got is coming up. Today's October 6th, so in a couple weeks here, October 18th, you've got the Building Bridges 5K. Laura, do you want to talk to us about that?
Sure. So on October 18th, we have our second annual Building Bridges 5K run and walk. It's going to be down at the West Willow Fire Company. It starts at 9 a.m. Registration opens at 8. We do have same day registration. So if you have not registered, come on down. We also have the link online still, so you can still register online now through the race. We have a great shirt. We've got great rewards. We're going to have a yoga studio help us at the end to do some stretching once the race is over. We're going to have Joe's Coffee Cup for a coffee truck that's going to be there. We're going to have music. It's going to be a great day. Last year, I think we had 250 runners. We're hoping to see more this year and would love to just kind of get the word out and encourage people to come see us and join us and race that day.
And I'll also add too that it is very much a family-friendly event. We have some kids things there too, with face painting and sidewalk chalk and pumpkin painting, and so just trying to really get everybody in the community involved.
Yep, and walkers are welcome. So happy to see walkers there if nobody wants to run.
And it's a great loop too. It's a wonderful out and back loop. That's your company.
I was going to say, should I participate? I might need the yoga before to stretch before.
Before and after.
Do the before and after stretch. Do a little warm-up exercise there on the old legs. But no, that's great. So the 5K is a lot of fun, family-friendly, a lot of things for the kids and the family to do. You don't have to be a runner. You can be a walker. Businesses, if you'd like to donate, you could just donate right on the events page there, it looks like, or anybody for that fact could donate to the to that if you want to sponsor. Are you still taking sponsorships here this close to the event?
We'll always take sponsorships. We'll happily put them out on social media. The shirts right now are already made, so we won't get people on the shirts, but we'll happily post and say thank you online and
at the event
through Facebook. Yeah, and at the event.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. Volunteerism is a big thing that organizations need. We talk about it often, the time, talent, treasure dynamic, right? So treasure obviously being donations, which you can certainly do through buildingbridgesfoundation.org/donate. But the time thing, I think sitting here a few years ago, when we did the first episode with you, the thought of having a veterans cafe where 4,000 plus veterans would come through or unique conversations, unique moments was probably not something that was thought possible. So what is that time equation you need volunteers to fill for the next thing that Building Bridges is working on? Like, what are things people could do to give their time to Building Bridges to help you affect the mission at that next level?
One of the things that we found, we have a number of volunteers who are experienced with horses. And as you might assume, some people who are coming regularly to help out, but we can always use volunteers in that area. Volunteers for the various events that we have. We have a raffle every year. We have the 5K and volunteering at the Vets Cafe is a reasonable thing to do as well. Again, this is contact you can make through the website or by number, which is on the website.
Yeah. Joe, you broke up a little bit there when you were talking about the needs for support for the horses. I guess that goes with veterinarian care, farriers. I know the actual term, farriers for the hosts.
We have
look at now. I can surprise people every day, can't I? Over here,
we actually have a very good farrier, and we have a good.
Oh, great!
But what the daily care and feeding of horses is probably one of the areas where we can especially use some help at this point. We do have some who help out, but they take time and they take effort, and most of the people, because they love horses and they love the farm and they love the mission of the farm. So give us a call.
Yep. You can come down to the farm and get your mucking boots on which, see, everybody on the line knows what mucking boots are.
I can imagine what they are, but I've never heard that term before.
So there's volunteers to feed the horse.
Huh?
The volunteers who use the boots are what is at the other end of the horse.
This guy.
So yeah, look, not all volunteerism is pretty, but it's all purposeful and meaningful and important. And you get to be on the farm, which sounds idyllic and sounds very relaxing. Sounds like there's a whole very cool vibrational energy of healing to it. And so you get to be there and be supportive to something far, far bigger than yourself and far, far more important than probably the worries that you might have for that day when we're literally saving lives one person at a time, one veteran at a time. So I would just put that challenge out there. And then, if people have talents to offer, what kind of gaps does your organizational team have that, you could possibly need help with, if any?
I wish I could say that there were some weak spots, but I think if we continue the trend of filling in the book,
so we lost you,
I'm
Joe.
sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Every once in a while, it kind of stops on you there.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yep.
No, I mean, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, but if you have talents, right? Graphic design, website, social media, event organizational, those are the kinds of talents we're talking about. Anytime you see a charity on our show, a community effort, something that benefits, and you have those talents, please do reach out to Building Bridges, reach out to anybody else and offer it. We know that making donations isn't for everybody. We know that maybe time out of your home might not be, but you could work from afar. So please do reach out, buildingbridgesfoundation.org. So the 5K is coming up October 18th, correct?
That's correct.
You got it.
Willow,
Mark your calendars.
West Willow Flower Company, buildingbridgesfoundation.org/event/5K run walk. We've got it there on the screen. You can check it out on the website. Beyond these events, what are ways that individuals can continue to support, that we haven't talked about?
I mean, just helping us to continue to get the word out. I think that's the biggest thing. Just bringing awareness to the community about what Building Bridges does, how we can help, and who we can help, really.
Yeah, I agree with that, Laura, too. If you know somebody that's a veteran in need, we want to help. And if you please send them our way, we want them to be a part of the community that we're building, and want to provide the services to them. And sometimes some might be afraid or not sure, and just know that we welcome them with open arms.
That's great. Yeah, awareness is key for all organizations. Yeah, go ahead,
I
Joe.
would say specifically, we've had a very large Vietnam veteran population. What we are seeing now is Iraq and Afghanistan veterans, and would extend to all veterans of those campaigns to please come down and see us. We'd love to see younger people coming down, younger veterans as well. So I just would pass that along.
Yeah.
To me, that it's interesting to hear it the way that you said that, Joe. And I don't know if you meant it in the way I'm going to repeat it back to you, but from what you're observing, is there like I don't know how to say it, like a backlog of years related to conflict and service where you see veterans delay reaching out? Is that fair to say it that way?
Absolutely. We have a veteran who is now involved in volunteering who went through our equine therapy program after 50 years of not sleeping at night and having bad dreams and having social behavior, meaning he avoided social contact. So yes, people carry on for decades often. And what we'd like to do is tell people, if you're having symptoms that you are having a hard time controlling or you're having a hard time dealing with, please come and visit us. Uh, there's just, the door is open for all veterans in all kinds of circumstances to get brought into a system with the goal of making life more tolerable, more enjoyable, more successful.
Yeah. Yeah. Just as a little shout out, that was my sister on TV. My sister is a former veteran. She was attached to 82nd Airborne, 2 tours in Iraq. So there's Christy on the screen, and she has benefited tremendously. You know, if I'm putting together the one-liner, because you said the way people can help support and best support is to get the word out. Mm-hmm. If I'm hearing it, and you tell me if I could pass the test, you know, if you're a veteran, there's support right in your backyard, safe place to come. You can have a cup of coffee. You can be on the farm. If you can sit back and take a deep breath and work with the horses, you're going to see a tremendous benefit in peace, in mental health, and in the way you feel about being out back in the everyday world.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's that?
Plus,
that was pretty good.
or tell me better. Tell our people better. You know, maybe in your own words, what's that one-liner for building bridges?
I will say, and I've thought this often, I go to church on Sunday to figure out what the good Lord has for me to do, and I see it in action every Thursday morning. And through the episodes that we have in the pastures with the horses, it really is remarkable and very spiritually uplifting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Kara, how about you?
I think just like you said, it's a very safe environment where I really like our mission statement, you know, a safe environment where you have a space for personal growth and knowing that you can come without judgment and having a community to come together that can help you through the cognitive and emotional challenges that you may be having. Another thing about Veterans Cafe is actually Clark Associates had gifted us a grant to put an kitchen in, and so there's food as well with the breakfast, not just coffee. So, so yeah, it's just a great place to be able to bring veterans together.
Mm-hmm. All right, so not just coffee, but like bacon and eggs too. I gather that's great.
That's right.
Laura, how about for you? You know, your former service, right? Navy. So from your view, what's the benefit for people to come and share the word about building bridges?
Yeah, I think it's just, it's really just a place where people can find peace. So we're here to help. We're here to support. And if you know of anybody that needs help, give us a call and come down and just experience it for yourself. So,
yeah.
That's awesome.
I think if everybody watching and listening could take what was just shared from these 3 wonderful people to heart, you know, so much of volunteerism and work can go unthanked, unthought. But if you share the word, literally, you could save a life. Like the person who put that flyer up in the firearms store,
they're a lifesaver.
They were a lifesaver in that moment. And the person who didn't tear it down and the person that didn't put their business card over it, you know. Right? Like just think of all those things that had to happen to get to that moment in time. And all it would take is for anybody watching and anybody listening just to take this moment to heart and put it in their memory and say, you know what? Anytime I see somebody struggling who I know is a veteran, or I have a neighbor whose kid was a veteran or is a veteran, that for that fact, I'm just going to offer it. I don't need to wait for permission to say this. I'm just going to say, hey, do you know about building bridges down south part of the county? You know, go to buildingbridgesfoundation.org. Like that's it. Say that much, please. And you very well could save a life because you just don't know what's going on in somebody's mind. So I would just put that challenge out there to the community. So Yeah.
This was great.
One last question about looking ahead, huh?
Yeah. We're almost done with 2025. 2026 is on the horizon and going forward. Do you have any long-term visions that that you can tell our listeners and watchers about for building bridges? Like what might you have in the plans for 2026 and beyond?
I think the two areas that we're looking at, the Success Veterans Cafe is a double-edged sword, and we're kind of busting at the seams, and we're looking for feasible ways to expand the footprint of the Vets Cafe so that we can see more people and do it comfortably without too much noise and that kind of thing. I think the other thing that we'd like to do is demand that we have. I think we're probably thinking about more equine therapy coverage, equine therapist coverage. So I think horizon for the next 6 months to a year. But it's nice to have plans like that. I mean, I think it underscores the fact that we've been successful in our mission, and we don't want it to be too big, but
we want to continue to help others.
Yeah.
That's what an assist. What an assist from Kara. Love it. Don't want to lose the personal connection, even as we get bigger. Bigger isn't always better, but bigger is better when it's thought of and well intentioned and laid out well, keeping that person you serve at heart. Joe, you said the cafe a double-edged sword about the noise. I think you said that intentionally because noise and loud bangs and things dropping might be problematic for some of the veterans that would be in the cafe at that moment. Is that a fair statement from a PTSD standpoint, right? That startling jump.
Well, I think it's that, and the fact that when you get that many people in a space that, with the population that we have, hearing is a problem. But I haven't had anybody leave because of the noise. It's something we're aware of and something we'd like to fix.
Yeah. Point being, you keep your people at heart. You keep your people in focus on serving them the best. So that's great. Love that y'all have that focus. Ladies, anything you're focusing on that you could share with the group?
I was going to
think for Kara and I, it's the 5K. Trying to get the word out and get people signed up.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Well, again, that 5K is October 18th. Information right on the site. We've got it in the links here for you to click on over. So please do click that link. And if you have that Saturday available, October 18th, please do check them out for a 5K. You don't have to run it. You can walk it. You don't have to walk it. You can come paint a pumpkin and get some probably coffee and some food from the food trucks and, just be around great people serving your community. So go show them support. You can learn about their mission, connect with them more. Maybe you find a place to volunteer. Maybe you've got some talents that you can give. And maybe you got treasure you can drop off and you make a donation there in the bucket that I'm sure they'll have. And whether that's an actual bucket or a digital bucket where you can give a credit card, they'll be happy to take it.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us. Really appreciate your time. Appreciate all your work that you do for the veterans there down on the farm. And just thanks for being awesome and caring about Lancaster and all of its people. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
I'd like
so much.
Really accentuate that. I think what you guys are doing with this Lancaster Connect is a really great idea. And like you said, it benefits one person, but I think it has room to do a lot more. And thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. You make it easy. You make it easy. Well, let's jump into Connection Cocktail. And we've got a first for this Connection Cocktail. I think what we'll do is, are we mind melding?
I think so.
We're going to give each of you one question. Was that it?
That's where I was going.
Okay. See, pretty soon, it'll be like a hive mind over here. Okay, we'll go around. We'll go Laura first, and then Kara, and then Joe to bring it home. All right, Laura, do you have a favorite book, podcast, or TV show now? Maybe that guilty pleasure that you can pull back the curtain on and share with everybody.
I just read The Summer of Yes, and I loved it. It was a really quick binge read, really heartwarming, and a great reminder of what's important in life. So, wish I could remember the author, but I do have the book name, The Summer of Yes.
The Summer of Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Put it on your read list.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Christmas is coming up.
Hey, look at that.
I'm
Courtney
writing it down.
Walsh.
There we go.
That look like it? There we go.
Great for
Very
all the
cool.
moms out there.
Very good.
Awesome. All right. Question number 2. This is for Kara. Dream vacation.
Oh, I love.
Where are you going?
I love vacations, so it's really hard for me to pick. But one place that I haven't been to yet that I've been saying that I want to go to is Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah, just get out there in the nice clear water, all the different sceneries and just a different culture, and and it's far away.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a Lancaster Connects first. We've had a lot of other places around the country and some like European destinations, but I think you're the
Thailand is the first. I think so.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
Very good. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, sir, I'm excited for this one from you. Your favorite spot in Lancaster. So this can be like your favorite restaurant, coffee shop, park, hidden gem, your favorite spot.
This requires a moment or two of background. I'm certain that you might be familiar with the old Rendezvous Steak Shop on West King Street.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It has.
Yep.
That was opened in 1957 by my wife's 2 uncles. And fast forward about 70, 80 years, it has been reopened by my wife's nephew, who truly knows how to make an Italian wood-fired pizza. And they have finally perfected the steak sandwich from 60 years ago, but his pizzas are to die for. It's a lovely atmosphere. Stop by and enjoy it. Won't give you your money back if you don't like it, but I'm sure you will like it.
I mean, I don't think anybody ever complains about pizza, no matter what it is, but it looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, again, on the spot with bringing up the menu. I just had lunch, but you're making me hungry again. Yeah, just great looking pizza. Love it. Wood-fired pizza. And you said you recreated their steak sandwich recipe. Is that right?
Yes, and that's with help from Karen's 95-year-old uncle. Decided
That's so cool.
at age 92 that it was time to retire. So,
and give up the recipe.
Yeah,
That's so cool. I love it.
Is it? I guess you can't share any of the secrets, can you?
try it.
Come
You'll
on.
like it.
I don't see.
There you go. Oh man, that's fun.
Hey, thank you all for all your great work that you do for the veterans. BuildingBridgesFoundation.org is the place to go. Saturday, October 18th, they've got their 5K coming up. Please do check them out and all the great work they do. You literally are saving lives being connected to them. Please share this episode, share their great work with people you know. When you have that opportunity, make that opportunity. You see somebody struggling, you're at an AmVets for a party or something, you're there for a wedding and you see somebody in the corner, maybe a patron there, say, hey, do you know about Building Bridges Foundation? If you don't, can you share it? If you do, share it with others. Please do make sure you spread the news of their great work. BuildingBridgesFoundation.org. Thank you. Thank you, Kara, Laura, Joe, for all the great work you do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great afternoon.
You too.
Yep. Yep.
Great people doing great work. My sister loves it down there.
Yeah.
I can say it's not a lot for her. She shared all the things with us and the family that it's done for her. Just wonderful, wonderful place to be. So, yeah. My sleep better tip, I'm going to say, ties in directly to the work the Building Bridges people do. They talked about it. Just being down on the farm is peaceful. You might see in like some back and forth on social media when people are, yip yapping at each other.
No, that never happens.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Somebody says touch grass. If you've ever seen that statement, well, it actually means like ground yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Get out in nature.
Yep.
Take a deep breath. Right. We're so connected in this world. We got screens. I mean, there's 4 screens in my proximity right now. There's the one I'm looking at you at. There's the TV up here that we have off. That's for the show.
Over there.
There's 5. My gosh, there's 5. There's the third screen there. There's one in his hand and mine's flipped over. Like, we are so connected. Unplug. That's my sleep better tip. Unplug. If you can get on a wonderful place like the farm, at Building Bridges, wonderful. Please, again, if you know somebody who's a veteran, recommend that they go there. But, get out in nature, decompress. There is a natural frequency to it all. If you actually lay on the ground, you're connecting to that earth natural frequency. That's why there's things called grounding sheets out there. It literally can make your body feel better. So yeah, touch some grass. That's my sleep better tip. In a positive way, please don't snipe back and forth at your friends and neighbors on social media. It's not productive at all. But go to gardenersmattressandmore.com/sleep-better, and we'll send you great sleep tips and sleep habits so you can wake up happy, refreshed, and extend the longevity of your life through the transformational power of sleep.
It's good stuff. I am not disconnecting. I am using my phone to deliver testimonial.
Touch some grass, dude.
Some grass. So yeah, sometimes I read the handwritten reviews that we get back in, that get mailed back to us. We had within the span of
this one's so hot and fresh, I haven't had the chance to reply yet.
Yeah. So like within 24 hours, we got 2 testimonials. One of the, coolest things for me, probably for you too. Almost every testimonial that comes in references a team member here at Gardeners, whether it's Drew, our sales manager, Chad, Phil, delivery service team, Sean or John. Almost every testimonial and review we get mentions somebody or their interactions with the team here at Gardeners. But we had 2 that came in for Drew. Just wanted to give him a shout out here. This person said, Drew is nothing short of fantastic, listened to what we needed and gave us great options. Never felt pressured to buy. We will definitely be back in the future. And then this one was short and sweet. I thought this was cool. Great buying experience. Drew is a mattress guru. Right there it is on the screen. William there. So thank you, Drew, if you're listening, if you're in earshot. Drew and the team do a fantastic job helping our customers meet their sleep needs and, of course, wake up happy every morning on a new mattress from Gardeners Mattress and More. So thank you to all of our customers who might be listening, watching. But thanks for those 2 that gave us a review.
Yep.
Wonderful. There he is.
There's Drew, the mattress guru. He's got to fight me for that moniker. I use a variant of that name for my personal email. No, I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing it. But he's gonna have to fight me for that one. But I think we'll let him have it.
Yeah, he's worthy.
Thank you. This has been a great day for us here at Gardeners. I hope you loved the world premiere of our little mattress docudrama, not just a mattress store. We'll get that up on our social media channels here this week for you to watch. Because I know you're just like, you're waiting on it. Like, the cliffhanger of Who Shot JR back in the day. And, was Ross going to date Rachel and Friends?
Oh my goodness.
Tulsa King and what's some others? Help me out, man. What's some other stuff on
cliffhangers?
TV? Yeah. Like, I know you all are waiting on it, so we'll get it out and you're going to love it as much as you love those kinds of shows and moments. But, like the next Star Wars sequel. Like, we're right up there. We're right up there with all that stuff. All right. I think we'll wrap it up on that note. Thank you, Lancaster. We'll see you next Monday, of course, at 2:00 right here on Lancaster Connects.